Everyone, Miss Branch here with another project for us to do. Now, have you ever gone to a carnival and played the ring toss game? It's kind of hard. So what I have come up with is our own home version of a ring toss game. And of course, I got to make it hard too. So here I have a rocking snail and I made some rings and you have to try and toss the rings on the eyes when it's when it's rocking. Let's try that again. I missed. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we need to do. And I'm trying a different holder so that we can get started. Alright, so you're going to need a pair of scissors, some tape, glue, which I left the top off, markers, and some thin cardboard. Now, this one's from my hamburger helper, but also lately we've recently had an election, so there's lots of good stiff paper that has come in the mail that you could also use too, if you wanted to have lots of colors. Now, the first thing to make our snail, we're going to need 2 circles, one made out of paper and one made out of the cardboard, and we're going to have to use some of the cardboard to make the stalks of the eyes and attach that to the cardboard. That's what's going to make your snail rock. Now, you can trace a circle, like if you have a roll of tape or a bowl or something to trace. But for those of you who do not have a circle to trace, I'm going to show you how to make a good circle. Now, to do this, you got to rotate your hand. Now, rotate means to move in a circular motion. Now, I'm using a marker to make sure it shows up, but you'll probably be using a pencil. And I'm going to rotate, rotate, rotate. And when I'm ready, I'm going to lightly let the pencil touch the paper. I'm going to watch it again. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Slowly and lightly. Because if you rotate kind of hard, you're going to end up with a not so good circle. More like a lopsided ellipse or oval. And you can hear the marker squeaking. If anytime you hear the marker squeaking, you're pressing too hard. So I have my circle, which I'm getting ready to cut that out. And what I like to do is just cut squares off. So like the scraps, I can use later for another project. And the rest of these scraps, I'm going to use for our project too. So what I'm going to do is use the back of the scissors and just rotate around. Now, I probably could have cut this a little better. I'm going to just trim this right there. And I have my circle. And I'm going to fold it this way so that the hamburger helper writing is on the inside. So there I have my snail's body. So now I can take the next part. And right here is good. I'll just take this little scrap here. And I'm just going to cut 2 skinny rectangles, and these are going to be the stalks for my snail's eyes. And then I can take my glue, and I'm going to put some glue on the front, not the back where the color is, because it's going to stick on the back of my snail's body towards the front. Now, even though, oh, wrong side, even though I'm putting glue on here, I'm still going to put a little bit of tape to make it a little stronger, because it might fall off when you're tossing your rings. So there, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little piece of tape on top of that, even though I used the glue. Now, if you don't have any glue, just go ahead and just use the tape right away. So now I have my snail's body. So now I need a sheet of paper. Now, I could use this and it'd be all different colors, but I'm just going to go ahead and use a sheet of loose leaf. As most of us have loose leaf paper at home. And again, I'm going to make my snail's body right here. But to do that, I'm going to just use a color marker. And you know what? I made that one yellow and green. I think I'll make this one red and orange. That'll be interesting. So I don't need to make it as big as I make this circle. So I can just make it smaller. Again, if you don't have anything to trace, just rotate, rotate, rotate in a circle. Rotate, rotate, rotate. You know what? I think my next video I'll do it from the right side since I'm left-handed. Rotate, 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 and when you're ready, gently touch the paper. Now, once I have my circle, because on a snail's body we see that spiral, I'm just going to make a Y using the flat side. And I can use the flat side to make this a little thicker. And then I think I'll just add in some red just to give it a little color and a little pattern or design. So I'm using loops. Just do something different. You, of course, can use as many colors as you want. And again, I'm going to just cut this out. First, I'm going to cut a square out around my circle. And I can use the rest of this for another project later. So again, using the back of the scissors is much easier. Just start there and just rotate whatever you're cutting. It's a lot easier than twisting your body around the object that you're cutting out. And the cooked thing, the scrap, I'm going to use that to make my eyes. So I'll just draw 2 small circles. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Put a little dot inside. And I'll cut those out for the snail's eyes. Again, if my scraps are big enough, I'm going to put it away because I can use them again later. You know what I could have done? I could have just folded this in half. And let me see. Yeah, they kind of like line up. That's a good thing. I'll line them up a little better. There. Now I can cut them all out at one time. Okay. That was some interesting noise. Alright. So now I have my circles for my eyes and the circle for the body. And here's my snail's body. So now I'm going to put a little bit of glue here towards the back. And I can put a little glue right here on the end of the stalks. And let's see, how do I want the snails, the spiral to look? I will put this back here. Now, I'm giving them a little space between here and the eyes because I want space for the rings to at least go around the eyes. So that's why I am pulling it further back off the snail. I need to raise it up just a little so it doesn't touch the ground. There we go. Here's the body. And eye number 1. And eye number 2. And there I have my snail. Now I need to make the rings. So, to make the rings, I'm just going to take the rest of this cardboard and I'm just going to cut 3 thin rectangles. You, of course, can make more than 3 rings if that's what you choose to do. And the next thing to do is to unstiffen this cardboard so that I can curve it. So I'm just going to take my pinchy fingers, my thumb and my pointer finger, and just slide it through. That's going to help curve it. And do it to the second one. And do that to the third one. And now, I need my tape to take the rings together. Because this is a little stiffer, so it would be harder to try and glue it. I'm just going to put a little piece of tape right here on the end with some hanging off. Make a ring by bringing the 2 ends together. And then wrap the tape around the rest of it. And now I'm going to do that again. Little piece of tape. And my last little piece of tape. Alright. So now I have my rings and boom, up, cut, up. I missed. So now you guys, oh, I got those on. You guys, see you next time. Bye.